So saltwater does not have to be expensive, it doesn't have to take up a lot of time, and it doesn't have to take up a lot of space. Basically, anyone could fit this in their house, and as far as a beautiful looking display is concerned, it will definitely be the feature of any home. So to move this aquarium, all I've done is pull the water out, put it in drums, then I've taken the filter and the pump and the heater and chucked it in there, and then I can wheel it into the next position, put all the water back in, set it all up again, and they'll be nice and happy. And don't feed for the next couple of days. It's that easy. So looking after this aquarium, it's just been reset up, so you don't want to feed it for the next 2 days. Now when you do feed the fish, you want to feed them what they eat in 30 seconds. So all the food's gone after 30 seconds. So this food is probiotic food, and the probiotic food has got a probiotic bacteria in it, which means that when the fish poo, the bacteria in the poo eats the poo. There's also some frozen food that about half a square can be put in every now and then just for a little treat for the fish. So I'd feed the fish about 5 times a week what they eat in 30 seconds, but you want to look at their bellies. Right now they're a little bit on the skinny side, so maybe fatten them up just a little bit, but you don't want them to be too fat. Now as far as this tank's concerned, the more fish you put in here, the more maintenance you'll need to do. With just a couple of clownfish, you'll find this is very low maintenance. Now every few months you're going to want to give your filter a clean. In the top of the filter is some polyfilter. So just open this up, and if you see the polyfilter is black, then you want to replace the polyfilter because that sucks all the waste out of the water. And then underneath here is some biological media, the Marine Pure. And the Marine Pure is going to use bacteria to break the waste from the fish down. So if you ever want to clean the filter, you want to clean it in water from the fish tank that you've removed out of the fish tank, not water from the tap. Now here there's an impeller. So maybe once or twice a year it's worth giving that a little bit of a clean just to keep the filter pumping nice and well. We've got some RO water there that we use for topping the water up. And then once a month or so you want to bring a sample of water down to Majestic Aquariums, and that's going to check your ammonia and nitrite levels. That's going to make sure the filter's working. Then your nitrate and phosphate levels is going to tell you whether you're doing enough water changes. And then your pH and KH is going to tell you whether the tank needs buffing with some buffer. And as far as the water changes are concerned, it's best to get a gravel cleaner, and then you can actually remove some water from the tank using the gravel cleaner, and then you can fill this drum up and throw that out, and then you get some new water. You can just pick that up at Majestic Aquariums and then tip the water back into the aquarium again, and make sure that you don't change more than half at a time. And you want to make sure you're keeping the temperature around 25 degrees. So you want to be checking your thermometer, and then the heater is going to give you the temperature. So you want to make sure that the tank's sitting at around 25 degrees. And then you've got your magnet clean, your cleaner here. So you want to just use this to clean the glass like that. Be careful of the silicone, don't crash into the silicone or you can actually damage it. And then over time, if you notice this coral looking a bit yucky, you can put it out in the veranda or in the sun and leave it there for a day, then turn it around and leave it there for a day, then hit it with the hose and it will usually come up as good as new. It's also good every now and then just change the corals around, put something else in there, just give the fish something else to swim around. So once again, you can look at putting more fish in, but the less fish you have, the easier maintenance the tank's going to be. And if in doubt, if anything doesn't look right, you just grab your phone, make a little video of the situation, and then bring a sample of water down to see us at Majestic Aquariums, and we can guide you on what to do next. So these tanks are very, very easy to look after, as long as you make sure that the animals that you put in this tank are easy to look after. Don't go getting butterfly fish or fish that are hard to keep, because these will actually be quite easy.